Now, I believe that you have heard this feedback before. You didn't get a job because you don't have the permanent residency. Do you think that reason is true? Hi everyone, I'm Thea from agejob.com.au, helping skilled migrants and international students get jobs and live a better life. And in today's video, I will explain to you whether the reason of PR is true or not. And I will also share with you the strategies of how to get a job when you haven't got the permanent residency yet. And stay with me to the end of the video because I'm the living proof of this, and I will share with you my story. Now, do you believe the reason you didn't get a job is because you don't have permanent residency? I can confirm with you that it's not the real reason, because the fact is you don't need PR to get a skilled job, and a skilled job here is a full-time job, a permanent or contract role where you receive salary and superannuation, while a part-time job is a job that you receive salary per hour and no superannuation. I want to tell you the fact that many job seekers got jobs without PR, including myself. So I was on a temporary visa when I got my full-time job, and until now I'm still on a temporary visa and I'm working legally. Or you can see that many of your friends got a jobs when they still have a temporary visa. And many of my clients got a jobs with a graduate visa or with a temporary visa. And maybe you also received some interviews yourself as well. But finally, they told you that you didn't get a job because you don't have the permanent residency. Does it make sense to you? It doesn't make sense to me at all because it's not the real reason. It's just the excuse that the companies use because they don't want to confront, they don't want to hurt you with the real reasons. And for you, it's also easier to accept that you don't get a job because of the permanent residency, not because of your competencies, right? If you want to play the victim game, then you can accept that reason. But you also need to accept the fact that you will never get a job if you don't have the permanent residency. But if you are different, you have a growth mindset, you want to land the job you want, then I want to share with you the real reason lies within your application. So you don't get a job because you cannot prove that you are qualified for the job. It's not because you don't have permanent residency. I don't know about you, but now the problem is easier for me to fix. If the real reason was the permanent residency, it would be harder and it would take longer for me to fix the problem. Because it would take at least a few years for me to get a PR, and by that time, my temporary visa would have expired and I would have left the country before getting the PR and getting the job I want. Having said that, the right problem to fix now is not the PR, but is your application. So you need to make sure that you have the resume that can pass the ATS, the applicant tracking system, impress the hiring managers, and land as many interviews as you can. Now, the ATS is the first gate to the whole application process, because if you cannot get in, you cannot reach the hiring managers, you cannot get interviews, and finally, no job offers for you. And the role of the ATS is to remove 90% of the applicants. So if you cannot beat the bot, you will never reach the hiring managers and land interviews or job offers for you. If you don't know how to beat the bot, then make sure that you check out this video right here where I talk about detailed steps how to beat the system. And I will also put the link up here, so make sure that you check it out after finishing this video. Now, the second gate that your resume needs to get through is a bit more challenging. That is the hiring managers. The biggest mistake that many job seekers make is they write very generic resumes. They just claim that they have some skills or some experience on the resume, but they are still not convincing to hiring managers. So my tip for you is you need to back up your claims. You need to use specific achievements with tangible results to make it more convincing to hiring managers. Now, if you don't know how to do it, then make sure that you check out this video right here, where I share with you the secrets that the hiring managers would never tell you. Because you need to know their secrets in order to convince them to hire you. So make sure that you check out this video after finishing this one. Now, I guess that you have applied for jobs online before and you have seen that together with your application, you need to answer some questions. And one of these questions is about your visa, about your work rights. These questions are to screen out the unqualified candidates. So if you don't have the appropriate visa or you don't have the full work rights, then you will be screened out by this question, even without opening your application or your resume. So at a time, no matter how good your application is, you will still be screened out. If your visa has some constraints and you are afraid that it may remove you from some job opportunities, then you shouldn't apply online because you will be screened out by the visa question. You should use a better approach, which is approaching the companies directly. So what you need to do is you should collect the list of companies and hiring managers that you want to target, and then you search for their email addresses or their LinkedIn contacts, and then you should approach them directly, talking about the jobs. But you need to be skillful with this approach, otherwise you may ruin the relationship that you could have with the hiring managers. So if you don't know how to do this approach effectively, then make sure that you check out this video right here, and I will also put the link up here for you. Now, this video is part of the Job Chat series during COVID-19. I want to give you a hand to come out this stronger. I have developed the 3-step Job Chat action plan where I share with you a lot of effective tips which I use for my VIP career coaching one-on-one clients and help them get the jobs they want, especially during this uncertain time. So make sure that you download it. The link to download is in the description box down below and also in the first comment of this video. Now, if you don't have the permanent residency, then you need to have a strong application because you cannot get a job if you don't have anything, right? So during the process working on the application, if you realize that you need one-on-one working with me, then feel free to reach out. Head over to my website at hjob.com.au/one-on-one. Check out the secret job securing system and all the testimonials on that page. Book a call with me from the calendar and I will share with you the full action plan of how to get you the job even during this uncertain time. Now in this video, I have shared with you the key to success of landing the job offer for you lies in your application. And the second round with the hiring managers is a bit more challenging to conquer. So if you want to know how to impress the hiring managers to land as many job interviews as you can, then I want you to hit that notification bell because in the next video, I will talk about how to impress the hiring managers with your resume. So this round is a bit tough and it may explain why you haven't got the interviews you want. So hit the notification bell now and stay tuned to that video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this video and any topic that you want me to talk about in the next video. Thank you so much for watching the full video and I can't wait to see you in the next one.